You know why? Because gaming is cooked. I don't like to agree with the Fortnite influencers, because I think usually their takes are really bad. But I did see a Fortnite or Call of Duty streamer tweeted like gaming has never been this cooked before. And then people started replying, this is literally one of the best years for video gaming ever. Someone said source, and then they listed like 3 games that came out this year and 10 games that don't come out till November. I'm sorry, you don't get to be someone who says don't pre-order video games and then also be like, this year's amazing because Starfield comes out in October. It's not out yet. Maybe it'll be amazing when it comes out, but like you can't materialize it into my hands right now. Also, I won't play it to begin with. But anyway, okay, so I already slashed market. Let's get some sap going here. Drop me in. We're in dire need of a 10 out of 10 indie roguelite. That's all I'm saying. I'll be... Lord of the Dumplings is pretty good. When was the last 9 to 10 out of 10 roguelite? It's been a while. Hades 2? I'm looking forward to it, but same as Starfield. That John is not out yet. Oh, you giving me garbage and asking me to say thank you? Play Tears of the Kingdom challenge? What's the challenge? Can you stay awake long enough to finish Tears of the Kingdom? Malf, are we really going to play Baldur's Gate 3 with Sips, by the way? Because, like, I'm of 2 minds, okay? One mind is, that sounds fun. The other mind is, there is no shot we make meaningful progress in that game, given that Canadian gaming has not run for, like, 11 weeks, and it tends to miss, like... We should do it that way, I think. Like, 50% of the weeks at the best of times, and then usually is like an hour and 45 minutes long. It's just Divinity again. I know, but like, listen, no disrespect to Team Unity. It takes a village to make good content. Team Unity could have finished Divinity. It just wasn't, like, it was Dan. Dan was losing patience with it, like, 6 hours into a 90-hour experience. Everybody else could have toughed it out. It wouldn't have even been tough. It would have been a great time. But Dan just, he's not built for that, and that's fine. I believe that me, Malf, and Sips are built for it. I'm just saying it's going to take a long time. Don't take me down to 3 life this early. Come on. Okay, they're gonna take me down to 3 life this early. I don't think Malf and Josh ever finish it either. Malf, how would you respond to the allegations? You got somewhere to be, bucko? I don't have anywhere to be. I'm just saying, like, you know, because we're in different time zones, like all 3 of us are in different time zones. The only time we have to get together is 2 hours on Monday, and the game might be like 150 hours long. It's like a multiple year experience. If we had more shared availability, maybe, but that's, I mean, I recognize that that's on me, but okay, now this is where the real run starts. You are not doing anything. You're also not doing anything. You gotta go. Give me some more health. Place me here for now. We'll pill you later. Beautiful. That's true. I also need to know what kind of gamer Sips is in an RPG context. Because me, I could probably beat Divinity in 21 hours. Because I would never let anybody's voice acting actually finish. And I would just mainline the main quest. I would never do anything that was like, if you go into a cool dungeon, you can get a golden chalice, and if you put the chalice on this, you don't even have to fight the boss. I'd be like, no, I'm fighting the boss. I'll lose 100 times to this boss before I get like 3 lucky crits in a row, okay? I would rather spend longer doing it the worst way. Why? I don't know. Something inside of the old brain case. That's how Sips plays Diablo. Now you had my interest. Now you have my attention. What's going on here? Surgeon fish? Live Dr. Han reaction? Salad me once more. I do want the marmoset to get out of here, but it's going to take a minute. You know what? I have not given the shark much of a chance this week. I don't think it's a dominant unit, but I do think that maybe it can hang for a little bit. It can hang for a je ne sais quoi. Polar bear is the hotness this week without a doubt. Hey, we're not washed. We got to 5. I'm going to say, pill me. I know this is a bit of a crazy move, but I'm giving my shark a chance to shine. I'm giving my shark a chance to just own the night like it's the 4th of July. Because, baby, you're a firework. We got to 5? You're happy with 5? Well, I'm happy with 5 with 3 life left. Like, there's a reasonable chance that we could take it a step further. Obviously, probably not on this particular... Never mind! Oh! You should pill me first, because we get a nice buff off it. You ever feel like a plastic bag? I'm just going to be honest with you. In my life, I've never felt like a plastic bag. I'm going to try Lioness. And that's exactly what I was hoping for, was a level. And you know what? Just save me some cash right now. Why not? I don't know. I don't really know what it means to feel like a plastic bag. Maybe it means that you don't really control where you go. Instead, you're only beholden to the way that the wind takes you or something, but... I would say I don't really feel like a plastic bag. I'm affected by the conditions of the world around me, but also able to affect the condition of the world around me. One would prefer not to lose this next round. It's round 11. I could pill you, but you're a big sellable. I don't think we're pilling anything, which means you're in a weird spot. I would say, so you're giving 4/4. No polar bears is kind of it's a bit of a low roll. I'm selling you, and I'm going monkey mode temporarily, but this could sink us, or it could take us to the moon. It's looking more like the latter, I mean the former than the latter right now. I feel like a plastic bag. I'm just being used to carry everyone else's stuff. I feel like a plastic bag. It's illegal for me to be in the city anymore. You now have to go in favor of something that's better. But it's gotta be good immediately. You're not quite good enough. You're getting there, but a scorpion is not there yet. That's your level 3, though? Good point. Thank you for that one, Chai. I appreciate that one. You've done me a great service. You guys aren't good enough. This sucks. Okay, I'm going to bet that we're going to live because it's loser's bracket. crazy. And next round, we're going to start scaling. But we need a miracle on this round. A miracle on this round, please. Still scared, for sure. Oh, they got a 2-for-1 on their motherfucking Scorpion. That's painful. Okay. It is what it is. 3 life is probably enough to pivot to a Lioness, but maybe not when our squad was already just hanging on for dear life. But it's okay. As you live, you learn. Freeze an egg. Let me be menacing sausage. Anyway, yeah, I think gaming's cooked. I don't know. Maybe not. It's damn Jerome Powell killed indie gaming, man. Is there anything that man won't do? Jerome Powell, chairman of the Fed. He's retiring. Wait, me or Jerome Powell? One of them's incredible news. The other one means I gotta make some calls. Sell me? Buy me. It's the best year for fighting games in 2 decades. That's just an indictment of the genre. 1 game came out. I know it's good, I'm just saying. I would like to make trumpets work this week. Mortal Kombat's coming out too? Oh, you mean Germa Fighting Game Simulator? I'm just being a hater for no reason. Cherry meat! I mean, the order is semi-non-relevant right now, but something like this, I suppose. You know what? I'd meet you. You piece. Turn my 2-for-1 into a 1-for-1. What is this? The McDonald's dollar menu over the last 10 years? +4? Yeah, note to self. More McDonald's jokes. Cherries? Cherries? Jerry? Cherries? Okay, no cherries. You've been a hater all year? Excuse me, I've been a gaming hater all year. I loved Final Fantasy 16. I just hated what it did to my livelihood. So true. McDonald's sucks. Mal, we don't need to get into this. Can we just... why are we so hell-bent on dividing each other when instead we could be uniting each other? Like, can we at least all agree that McDonald's breakfast is good? I think you are not as relevant. Oh, but I need to... Oh, okay, we'll wait around. No? Really? No? We can't even agree on McDonald's breakfast? You can't find something on the McDonald's breakfast menu? Too greasy for breakfast? I'm not suggesting I'm in the right for this one, just to be clear. But I do want to say, holy cow, you blew away my strategy here. I don't think in my life I've ever eaten a food and been like it's too greasy. And I know that sounds weird, but like it's just a criticism that I have never offered about a food. I'm sure I've eaten foods that felt too greasy, but for some reason it's not like I'm like, oh, I love greasy food. It's more like, I think in my head, I'm like, what is grease? Isn't that the stuff that makes the food taste good? Haven't you had a really greasy pizza slice before? I'm not, and you have to say this, because otherwise people won't believe you. I'm not just saying this to troll, But you know how like a slice of cheese pizza from Costco has 700 calories and like the oil pools in the little pepperoni cups? I thought that was like a positive thing. I thought that's kind of like one of the reasons you're there. So to call it too greasy seems a little crazy to me, because I'm like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing here if not enjoying the grease? Hang on. I think we got something cooking. I mean, if I ate a salad and there was like so much salad that I had to wipe my mouth with a napkin every time I took a bite, I think I would be like, this salad is a little oily for me. But if I was eating like a sausage patty sandwich on an English muffin, I would be like, ooh, it's so good and greasy. You don't need to be here long term. But you did just receive a buff, so I'm going to keep it going. Canadian cuisine enjoyer. I like some Canadian foods. Oka cheese, that's one. You're gone. You're in. Oh, baby. The washed allegations are being defeated immediately. I think. It's amazing how not being washed just requires you to get insanely lucky in the shop. What's the best Canadian food? What's the worst Canadian food? Right back to back. I love to see it. I love to see it. Well, let's talk about poutine briefly, okay? Poutine is delicious. Is it the best Canadian food? I'd have to think about it. It's genuinely a food that I eat only on a fairly rare occasion. It's good. It's a really good food, and I don't think anybody would deny it. You know, I think actually let's run this for now. Is it the best? Butter tarts? Mouth, no disrespect, you're old. I mean, if you said Nanaimo bars, I would be like, okay, at least he's kind of cooking a little bit with Nanaimo bars. But butter tarts, that's like the domain of people born in the 1930s. A butter tart, for those of you unaware, oh, you piece of crap. Oh, never mind, Squirty Sam, we're in the same boat, we're both ass. A butter tart, I don't even know, no one ever told me what a butter tart is like filled with. It's like a very, imagine a very small open-faced pie, aka a tart. So it's like basically a pie crust filled with brown butter and sugar and maybe some raisins occasionally, maybe some pecans. It's good. I don't have anything against a butter tart. Best Canadian food, though? Is it even Canadian? I feel like it's inherited from Great Britain. Come on, it's around 11. Don't cook me like this. It's crazy pop culture killed the cream pie. I never really thought about it like that, but that's a funny way to think about it. There's some truth to that for sure. You will definitely not catch me ordering a cream pie at a restaurant. That's just not going to happen. Unless your mom owns a restaurant now, in which case... Unless Corey's mom owns a... Because she loves to bake! Because she loves to bake! We talked about it yesterday. Okay, next round is the pivot. We need to get rid of the dragonfly and the surgeonfish for something more potent. I don't know, best Canadian food? I'm genuinely not trying to get into the oldest debate on the internet when I say this. I might be inclined to say Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza is like, it's a go-to in our household. And I'm just one man. I'm long past the belief that like my opinions should represent everybody's opinions online. That would be bad for me. I'm definitely more comfortable being outside of the majority in a lot of situations, maybe even outside of a plurality. But I really enjoy a pineapple pizza. Oh, your team's really good. Your team's really good. It's a good team. Okay, I'll take my 8 and be happy. I'm not dead! Hawaiian pizza needs bacon on it. Listen, I know the fact that I spotlighted that comment probably sent chills down your spine, but I actually think you got a point. Okay, here's the unwind. This is it's a scary time for us, but let's give it a shot. It's too late for the polar bear, in my opinion. I accidental click. You know what? If you're not running a sniper, then take one of these. You don't need them. I think that bacon, and someone in chat said it, bacon and jalapeno do take a pineapple pizza to the next level. Oh, you coconut. You juicy coconut. Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Oh! There's 9? We need a melon. Oh, 2 melons! Well, this is the squad. We got a chance at 10. I think poutine is overrated. Your thoughts? You're gonna get me canceled with my Canadian audience, which is a large part of my audience. I don't think poutine is overrated, so I'll start right there. I'll live with 9. What I will say is I would eat more poutine if there was a smaller size of poutine offered. When you get poutine, if you get it as like an entree, it's always so huge. And like when I want poutine, and this is just me, okay? I'm not saying that we need to run La Belle Provence out of business. Maybe a legendary chestnut, like one roasting over an open fire. I basically am like, it's a weakness in my brain. My brain is going like the only thing that will satisfy me right now is some kind of Frankenfood concoction that is out of control. I need 400 French fries doused with like the coagulated fat of the largest grazing land mammal in North America, and then like a cheese byproduct on top. It's just like, it's an ode to man's hubris. What I would love to do is just be, I almost feel like a poutine, like I'm trying to think of the right way to describe it. Like if you could get your French fries, like half fries, half poutine. This is not a good solution. Maybe that's why they haven't done it yet. Maybe there is no right way. No, you're right. I need a poutinette. I don't need a poutine. I want a poutinette. Because I won't allow myself most of the time to eat a quote-unquote like full poutine, mostly just because of the fact that by the time I finish a third of it, I'm like, I don't even want this anymore. Like the first bite is the most beautiful thing I've ever put in my mouth, but then like by bite number 20, I'm like, I don't need this much. They should sell like a 5-bite poutine. I'd be more down with it. Okay, we're on a pill-focused run right now. It's a bit weird, but pill me. Maybe because it's too greasy. Don't start with me, okay? Don't start. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. Put it in the fridge. Don't you love leftovers? I want to start this bit by saying, I want to preface this and say that I love my wife, okay? I do also want to, I'm not removing myself, all the responsibility from myself. But I will say, I think I would be 5 pounds lighter if my wife ate faster. Because here's what happens. We'll eat at the restaurant, and I'll eat 65% of my food. And then my stomach will send a signal to my brain that's like, I'm full. But she's only 25% of the way through the meal. So I'm just sitting there. And I can't pull out my phone because it's disrespectful. We're having a conversation, but at the same time, like, she's eating, so I can't be asking her questions nonstop like a Dane Giesling stream or something like that, right? So I'm waiting there for like 12 minutes with a plate of delicious food in front of me, and I'm supposed to never, like, I'm supposed to fight temptation 20 times a minute. I'm supposed to, because my brain's like, you could have another bite, you could have another bite, you could have another bite, you could have another bite. And I gotta say no 100% of the time. Because what happens is if you say yes once, you take one bite, and then it's like the family-size potato chip thing, where it's like, oh, I ate half the bag, I'll put it back in the pantry. Then the next time you go up to the pantry, you're like, I'll just take a handful. Then you do that like 4 times, and then you're like, oh, there's only a third of the bag left. I might as well just eat the whole thing. I'm not putting a third of the bag left in the pantry. So I do feel like it's not a big deal, but I do feel like I eat more than I would otherwise eat at a restaurant because of the fact that I eat faster than my wife, which is fine. Now, I have, at the end of the day, I have control over that. That's my cross to bear. I could eat less at the restaurant. I could ask them for a takeout container immediately. There's any number of solutions to this problem. I'm just saying life is about, there's choices you make in life, and some of those choices are influenced. Like, you might think that you would simply not eat the food, but you don't know that until you're in my position. You don't know what the food is. You don't know what you ate for lunch that day, and now you're out for dinner. You don't know, oh, you just received an anxiety-inducing text right before dinner, and all of a sudden you're like, I deserve this. You don't know what you don't know how you did on the Peloton this morning. You know, your choices are a composite. It's not like a binary yes-no thing in your head. It's a composite of what's going on in your life, okay? It's very easy to be like, just don't eat the food, because you don't have the food in front of you. Once you got the food in front of you, it's a lot harder to fight the temptation of like, I could just take one more bite. Then you one more bite yourself into like, oh, it's not even worth taking the leftovers home. NL has solved psychology. What would you say to an unemployed person? You're looking at it. Should be the title of the stream. We won! How about this? Bro, the Wi-Fi? Really? The Wi-Fi? Place me? Place me. You're gonna get pilled. I'm gonna pill you here just for stats. We're gonna run 4 squatted. Oh, but whatever we buy is gonna get buffed. Yuck. Fuck it. I'm running 4 squatted. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. I have my brain all mixed up. Blobfish me next. If we lose this round, I don't even care. Born to die. World is a fuck. Nothing encourages overeating like a food that'll fall apart if you put it down. That is damn true. That's another thing I haven't thought about in a while, but that is damn true. It's a good team. My ass is not putting down a burrito. Because you're cooked. As soon as you put it down, you're cooked. Bison. Bison? That being said, I would probably never leave a burrito for leftovers to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. Sell me. Keep buffing the flamingo. We're probably going to buy a dolphin unless we get like another orangutan or dragonfly. No such luck. Okay, okay. Turn it into a bowl the next day? Why don't you start your own website? Sorry. What do you mean by that? I'm just sick of you trying to solve my problems. Just laugh, okay? Big problems, I would like your help with solving them. That's why I don't bring them up on stream. Small problems, like my wife eats so slowly it tests my self-control in a restaurant, these are the little sandpaper patches of life that make it interesting, okay? You're gonna turn yourself into a fucking robot, man. What I do when I'm eating normally, I eat at whatever speed I want. But when I go out with my wife, I have a reminder set on my phone. So as soon as the food comes, my phone goes off and says, remember to eat at the same pace that she eats so you're not tempted to overeat your meal. Like, if it brings you joy to do that, okay. But I'm not, I'm not gonna do that, okay? I'm gonna lean into the wind. And if the wave knocks me off my board, I'm gonna get back up. This is what we wanted. For now, you should go psycho mode. You should go Akagi mode. You should get addicted to gambling. I did not live, bitch. Please change your background. Listen, that is a ridiculous ask, but I'm definitely going to do it because I think this background is just not it. Huge? Huge? Not the one in my house. I'm talking about the one in the game. Like this Dam Busters background. Cooking? Oh, we're cooking? Okay, okay. How much money would it take for you to move to Kick exclusively? I can't tell you the number because then they would come in under that number. There's a whole feeling out period that you have to do. First they have to come to me with a number. I'm never going to say this is my number. That's bad negotiating. It's like when we were talking with the movers. They said, were you happy with your experience? I said, no. Here's an invoice for the $20,000 worth of damage you did. They said, oh, no. We're so sorry. We'll do anything to make it right. Here's $225. I said, we don't consider that a fair offer. If you're not going to give us a fair offer, stop wasting our time. They replied, what would you consider to be a fair offer? I said, at a minimum, you have to replace the door that you damaged, and you have to pay for the handyman to fix the holes in the wall, and you have to pay for 4% of a complete hardwood replacement, which is, you did damage to roughly 4% of the floor. So I said, approximately $2,000 would be what we would consider a fair offer. They said, unfortunately, our maximum offer is $1,750. We've submitted a revised compensation for you of $475. I said, if your company isn't going to take us seriously, stop wasting our time. They replied, please let us know what we could do to make you happy with your experience. I replied, lose this email address. I think I also said it's worth more than $475 for us to leave our honest experience with your company on every review site. And then I don't expect to get a fair amount of compensation, but I expect to maybe cost them some business by leaving a 1-star review on Google reviews that says this company is a fraud. That's it. They decided it wasn't worth paying us a fair amount for the damage that they did. So as a result, no, don't review bomb them. This is against the terms of service, okay? I had to tell Kate, she was like, you know, we could get like lots of people to leave them negative reviews. I was like, you're going to get your Google account banned just from one bad move. Just leave them a 1-star review that's honest. People will compare movers, and then they'll be like, whoa, should we do this mover? I mean, like they have a 1-star that says they broke half the stuff in our house, and then basically told us to F off in every email. Okay. Orangutan, you're gone. We're going big flamingus this time. Keep getting buffed. I wish there was a use for this pineapple. Nothing? Something? One-star review with pictures is how you know they messed up. Note to self. Take pictures. Kate has the pics. You don't... I'm just being honest with you. You don't need to worry about this. I got it. Also, the only... It sucks for the movers. I've already digested the emotion from the move kind of sucking. And it being entirely their fault. But it's stuck in my wife's craw. And the problems move downstream in the world. If you make a single person angry and they're normal, they'll you know, they'll get over it eventually. If you make a married person's spouse angry, now you got two people that are angry at you, and you got to come with a little bit better customer service, okay? If you make the matriarch of a huge family angry, now you got 17 people who are coming at you wondering how you're going to make this right. So I'm just saying this is the way that that problems flow in society, okay? If you're a landscaper, you get hired by a 71-year-old lady, and then you take a dump on her lawn, guess what? All of a sudden, you got 11 people knocking at your door. Buff me? And they're all played by Tyler Perry. So fucking true. It's Tyler Perry playing 7 people and then just like one actress who you vaguely recognize from something in the 90s. You're like, holy shit. Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, and Nev Campbell. What the hell? Eugene Levy? Eugene Levy, what are you doing here in Medea's witness protection? Sell the magpie, please. You're triggering me. Hey, you're triggering me, brother, because the magpie is what we use to level up our bison. So, honestly, maybe stick to something you know. Imagine making that mistake. How'd you get so freaking tanky, bro? Is there a reason you keep a magpie and then a bison so you can never sell the magpie? Bitch, I'm at 9 wins. Yeah, that's the reason is because I want to get to 10 wins. Okay, we just need a little push to get over the top. If I could get like a melon, that would really hit the spot. Melon. And this is a 1-1 buff. It's like decidedly not worth it, but a level 3 flamingo is pretty rare. Start there. And then roll me once. Okay, maybe. The little hand pointing at 9 took me out. Thank you. Took me out is modern parlance for it. It made you laugh. So I respect it. And we got the 10 wins. So basically you can eat me. Look at that. How's your Twitter been lately? I don't have an account so I can't see. Well, listen, nobody laughed when I made that tweet yesterday during London. That was, what if Judd Apatow wrote the script for Oppenheimer? And then I tweeted it, and it has 3,000 likes, which is pretty good. It's not the best tweet I've ever had, but it's pretty good. What's the tweet? It says, square brackets, excerpt from Joss Whedon's unoptioned original script for Oppenheimer. Richard Feynman. Guys, you're going to want to see this. Enrico Fermi. What is it, Dick? Did you get another stripper pregnant? Richard Feynman. Even worse, ... I think I just invented the nuclear bomb. Now, I was also inspired. I'm in my Oppenheimer era. This one only got 950 likes. But I tweeted, sources are reporting the IMAX reel for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer clocks in at a whopping 11 miles in length. And then the picture that I put there was the picture that everybody used when they were tweeting about the whale with Brendan Fraser. Like, you know, I can't see myself in the preview window. You know the one, though. I thought that would be a good tweet, but it only got 950. But that's okay. Most people on film Twitter probably weren't alive when the whale came out, so what did I expect? I didn't get it. Well, so when the whale originally aired at film festivals, like 6 months before its wide release, every single media outlet on Earth posted something about the whale every day on Twitter, and they always used the same photo. To the extent that the photo itself became a meme. Like, for example, there were tweets that were like, is this movie just one frame? So I brought it back, but people aren't ready for that one yet. That's okay. I'm sure if Kira tweeted it, it would probably have 51,000 likes, but whatever. It's not, makes you want to throw up. They goosed me a little bit. Did you see the basketball? Sorry, it's true though. Did you see the NBA tweet where they used AI to turn NBA superstars into women? And then someone quote tweeted it and said like Davina Booker and Dwight Howard can get it. And then there's no Dwight Howard gender swap in the, in the images. That was a good tweet. I wish I thought of that one. Maybe that's my next social media era, is becoming an NBA Twitter influencer. I actually think Dolphins go crazy early, but... Oh, delightful. So delightful. S-tier arc. I mean, come on, did you see Luka Doncic touching the cones in the gymnasium? Like, I can't believe this dude is putting up 32 points a night on average in the NBA, and he's like performing worse than me in 9th grade gym class. Like, what is going on? I get that he's good at basketball. I'm just saying, like, what is he doing? He's a center? Really? Because, like, he didn't look that tall. Note, editor's note, I know he's taller than me. He's not a center. See, I knew he wasn't a number 5. I know that we have fluid positioning in the modern day game of basketball as a result of the rise of positionless basketball, but he's a point guard, which is even funnier. Well, you know what they say. What do they call a center? 7'1" point guard. All right, this one's already cooked and it sucks. So I'm going to just make an annoying team. And maybe they'll let us get like a head empty bison. Oh, it could happen. It could happen! Hang on. It just happened. Bison. Oh! Ooh. Luka looks unathletic, but he has a 42-inch vert. Is that supposed to be impressive? For all I know, I might have a 42-inch vert. I bought the buffalo instead of the bison. What have I done? Oh, no, 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 no. It's all right. It's all right. We can still make this happen. We just need a quick alpaca. Sell this guy because he doesn't do anything. Hey, librarian, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. That really takes the edge off. Much appreciated. How about some of that? You only work once per turn. That's okay. A stonefish is still like it's likely to be a 1-for-1. This one's not gonna work, man. Our best unit is like a 7-8 marmoset. Hang on. It fucking worked. Okay. Just get to 4 wins and life could be sweet. Just 4 wins. NBA Twitter talk into the greatest blunder of the year. I hope that's the greatest blunder of the year. We've still got a lot of year left, though. Probably greatest blunder of the year was saying I was going to play all of Final Fantasy 16. It's a great game. It's just, I just don't think I'm built for it, man. It's an interesting idea, this gorilla. I gotta think about it a little bit. I'll buy ya. I don't think you're gonna do it enough, but I'll buy ya. Hi, Tomo. But Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 for sure, dude. For sure. Hi, Tomo. How you doing, buddy? 4 wins? Okay, just get to 5. Ooh. I'm sorry to do this, but we need this level 3 parrot. Actually, Polar Bear kind of goes crazy too. But we only have 2 life. How about Polar Bear that is working on making our stonefish better? Have you seen the Margot Robbie discourse? The discourse that Margot Robbie is not attractive? I saw, yeah, I saw some of that. But it's like one of my, I like when people on Twitter are like insane, but not like that. Like that's the worst part of Twitter, which is like one idiot getting quote tweeted 11,000 times for a take that only they have. Good Twitter is when somebody walks by a house that has skeletons climbing on it for Halloween and says, I'm not offended, but this would really offend someone who recently had like a relative die. Okay, I know I said we were going to do this differently, but like, this is where we stand right now. Level 3 stonefish. A gorilla getting freaking zooted by the polar bear is mighty tempting. Actually, you're right. Wolverine would have been kind of crazy. Excuse me? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi moment? We're not winning this one. Just get to 5. Mine's been doing it today too. Level with me? Are you on wireless fireless? How about this? How about this? Nah, I'm on fireless wireless. That sounds nice. Did I ever tell you about how I invented Wi-Fi? Like yesterday? Holy cow, we got to 5. I don't believe it. How did I invent Wi-Fi? It's pretty simple, okay? There's an internet jack right behind me. I plugged in the Cat 6 cable, plugged it into my computer. It didn't work anyway because the outlet's not hooked up, but whatever. I said, man, they really need to invent a way to like get an invisible cable that takes the internet from where the internet is to where I need it. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm really smart. I just invented Wi-Fi. Problem with the Wolverine is we got to figure out how we would even place it. No, we don't. We'll just place it right here, and it'll be really funny. Oh, but it would be better if you did... Oh, you know what? Put it right... Yeah, yeah. And then the stonefish can go here, and the gorilla can move up to the front. Yeah. Okay, it's a weird order, but it's funny. And you take this to maybe raise your chances of ever getting a trigger. Never really used the Wolverine. Pardon? You got me. Considering how this run started and the fact that we bought the wrong lad, I'm going to live with 5. With a bison, that's an easy 10, if not more. How about a skilled maverick? Here's a question for you. Oh, right, I forgot to change my background. Is Tom Cruise the most charismatic man alive? I don't think it's a strange take. I don't think it's going to get a lot of question marks. I think most people are going to get it. But here's my reasoning for it. He is in the most hated organized religion on earth. Anybody that's not in the Church of Scientology basically hates it. I would stand by that statement. In spite of that, every time I see Tom Cruise talking to someone, not only can I not help but like him, but he wins over everyone he talks to. It's crazy. He's got the deck stacked against him. He's rich, he's handsome, he's famous, he's a Scientologist. He should be attracting so much hate, but every time he talks, I'm like, I want to invite this guy over to my birthday party. I saw the new Mission Impossible last night, and I was pogging. I'm telling you, man. I'm not saying that Tom Cruise is a good guy. I think that's where I'm getting -2'd. I'm saying he's got the deck stacked against him from public perception, mostly because of the Scientology stuff. At least with my generation. Like, people who are 55, I don't expect them to be like, I don't like Tom Cruise because of, you know, Leia Remini, you know? But, you know, part of being like 19 years old is knowing the autobiography of every single celebrity before you pay $0 to pirate their movie on Plex, right? You're like, oh, would I be a bad person if I stole Armie Hammer's new movie from the Pirate Bay? But like, for people roughly my age, you really should hate Tom Cruise, but he's a hard guy to hate, dude. It's easy, actually. Well, you're a hater on a different level, then. That's all I would say. Edge of Tomorrow goes hard? That's kind of what I'm saying. He's a movie star, man. They don't make him like that anymore. Dude rarely makes a bad movie. Well, it's true. There was a period for a while. Valkyrie, I don't think is that good. I can't really remember. Night and Day with Cameron Diaz. He's been in a lot of good stuff, though. Even if he does... Oh, The Mummy, right? I forgot about The Mummy. Oblivion? Yeah, it's true. Oblivion's not that good. Did you see the video of Simon Cowell giving you a quest to bring back yellow flavor Listerine? I gotta be honest with you, I knew Simon Cowell was an older man, I didn't know he was that old until I saw him whip out the yellow bottle of Listerine. I was like, really, man? Yellow bottle? I don't think I've seen a yellow bottle of Listerine since, like, the last time I was at my grandparents' house in the year 2000. Like, you're not even... You never graduated to green Listerine? You said yellow's good enough? I don't even know what flavor yellow is. I think it's just original. My dad says the other ones don't work. That's so... He might be right. That's so funny, though. My dad says the other ones don't work. Holy... Hang on. This is a guaranteed 10-piece right here. Oh, he said they don't work. You know what? Freeze this guy to... What are you going to stat? You're not statting up enough. I'm going to pop you right there. I think it makes more sense to go 4-squatted here. Brown Listerine resets your whole mouth to factory settings. It's a +2 statement is all I'm going to say about that. It's a very +2able statement. But what flavor is original? Because there's no such thing as original. Like, it depends on what it's an original of, right? So, like, it's got to have a flavor. What's the flavor? Chemical. Clean? It's not flavored? Okay, let me rephrase. What does it taste like? You're not stealing my shit. You stole my shit. How is your team so good? What does water taste like? It tastes like water. But does Listerine taste like water? I do have to say, first off, I don't think we're getting the 10. Secondly, yesterday my kid hit me with a non-starter argument. For breakfast, she had chocolate milk. She had other stuff, but she had chocolate milk with her breakfast. Yeah, I said chocolate milk. Get over it. Anyway, we came home. I had to mow the lawn, okay? I was like, do you want to watch Daddy mow the lawn? She said, no, not really. I said, what if I gave you raspberries and some juice? She said, okay, that's a good deal. So I gave her a little bit of juice. I gave her some raspberries. She was content feeding the raspberries to her Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl doll, for long enough for me to mow our lawn, okay? Then at dinner time, I gave her some water. She took a sip and went, water? I said, yeah, water. You like water? She said, I don't like water. I said, not in my house, okay? Especially because every night, like right at bedtime, she's like, read me a story. I read her a story. I'm like, good night. She's like, no, sing me a song. I sing her a song. Good night. She's like, no, Daddy, I want some water. So I go get her some water. And then I give her the cup, and she doesn't even drink it. And I go, if I give you water, you gotta drink it. And then she'll like drink a little bit. And then I'm like, good night. And she's like, no, take the cup away. Anyway, no child of mine is gonna fall into the psyop of thinking that they don't like water, okay? I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. We're doing this. You are going to get used to drinking water if you're going to live in my household, okay? Brother, I am fucked. Why are these teams so good? Like, I know why my team is so ass, but why is their team so good? It hardly seems fair. Polar bear. Oh! I got too much shit at the shop, man. I don't know what to do. Okay, you're gone. You're gone. You're here. You're here. Probably shouldn't have sold one of those dromedaries, but roll me once. Why a freaking salad? Frozen salad? Frozen salad? You're going to buff the kangaroo. Just let me live through this round. Oh my god, just let me live through this round. It's so losable. Motherfucker. That was horrendous. I thought our team was not that bad. If you take her for a run, she'll appreciate water. Yeah, she's 2.5. I'll be a disgruntled believer. Seems apropos. And you can't really do like a structured activity with an objective with a 2.5-year-old. Like even Tiger Woods didn't start golfing until he was 3. Just for perspective. And his dad was crazy. Not even like a 4-piece puzzle. I mean, she's capable of doing a 4-piece puzzle. But the thing is, you can't like force her to do it. You know, you could put the 4-piece puzzle down. She might do all 4 pieces, or she might do like 1 piece, which is, I guess, nothing. And then be like, now the piece is like, I'm opening a store. I'm opening a store where I sell puzzle pieces. What would you like from the store? And I'm like, I guess I'll take a puzzle piece. And then she's like, here you go. Have a nice day. And I'm like, thank you. What do you want from my puzzle store? I'm like, I guess I'll take another puzzle piece. You gotta stay fluid in this 2.5-year-old situation, okay? But you definitely can't be like, follow daddy for a jog. Plus my pace would get screwed up, man. I would no longer be king of the mountain. Now this time we got something. I know it's the exact same run. And yet, I'm deliberately going 2-squatted here, just for the record. Deliberately. Yeah. Oh, okay. We win these. Two of these. Why not take that for now? Why not take this just for 1 round? What's her max speed on the bobsled? I'd have to say, as an expert in bobsled speeds, I'd have to say low right now. I don't think you would want her as the 4th person on your 4-man bobsled team. She's more of a, she could be like the steerer, I think, because her mass is really low, but she doesn't know how to drive, so we'll probably all die. But if we don't die, we'll probably crash a lot. If we don't crash, we'll probably win. So we got that going for us. These gamers really do just be better than me. Never mind, they really do just be roughly the same as me. Chili, what are you doing? It's 12:24. You're here so much earlier than expected. Project Winter, I've been up for 3 hours. My condolences. You did also stream late last night, too. That's true, because I was watching. Hey, you should tell Hoover he has a very good Trump voice. It might not be the best Trump impression I've ever heard, but it's certainly better than mine. His impressions are so good. That's what I'm... Don't take my comment. That's what I said. Okay. I don't want to... That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. You know what? Let's go absolutely crazy. Pill me and go with a level 2 macaque. It's going to summon a 24/24 orangutan. A monkey for scaling next time. Brother, it's a 24/24 and it's turn 7. This one's for Knife F5, who said, please God, don't run the same team again. Guess what, brother? It's not the same team. It's a slightly different team. Freeze it just in case. Just in case. You know what? 3 gold for a cherry for now. Just for now. Oh, Dolphin, you gotta pick your shots better, okay, brother? It's 2 cherries. I don't think he's heard of second cherry Pippin. Can you pair it a macaque? You know what? It pairs nice with a fine chianti and a side of fava beans. POV, I am Hannibal Lecter. And I am eating your severed penis. That's the joke. Librarian, for that bit, if that makes it into a compilation, can we get a pop-up video style? Like, pop-up video was a show on VH1 in the 1990s and 2000s where when a music video played, it would show facts in little pop-up bubbles about the music video. They'd play like a music video for, you know, Tommy by The Who, and it would be like, Keith Moon died of a drunk driving accident in 1968. It did go, ooh, pop-up video. Don't do it. What's your problem? What do you mean, don't do it? I think it's kind of cracked. Look at my team's so tanky. Hey, stop this. Oh! All right. Well, that was a unique team to defeat us. Whatever. Big whoop. Either way, you already know the vibe. Frickin' 36-36 orangutan. And we're making a big gorilla with our polar bear as well. Oh! You and me, girl, bang bang like gorilla. This man hates the extra level up. It doesn't work like that anymore. You're working on antiquated knowledge. They saw that it was too powerful, so they took it away. Question marks? It doesn't work like that. If you combine 2 level 2s, you don't get anything new in the shop anymore. They hate us because they ain't us. You never did it anyway? Yeah, but be that as it may. Okay, this is crazy mode. I mean, this is a serious 10-piece potential. It's not copium. It's not copium at all. You take this. You're taking this. Nah, I'd simmer you on that one. We're gonna do a mild simmer. Not ready for it yet. Release him. Not ready for him. Save gorilla? No, I don't want him to take the buffs from my other gorilla. The polar bear is a random chance. He's not ready to be let out of the cage yet. You're on 9? Yeah, but I'm not on 1. He's not... I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. He's not ready to be let out of the cage yet. I'm taking him out of the cage. Selling a polar bear hurts, but I think you're right. I think it's the right time to get out of the cage. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Easiest 10 piece of my life. Ooh, little level 3 macaque victory.